Good morning, all of you. How are you all? So now today, let's we will discuss about the chapter 4, the atom and molecules. So today we have a new topic, atomic mass and molecular mass. Now earlier we have studied the chemical laws of combination. So I think it was clear. So now first of all, before the discussing atomic and molecular mass, there is need to be know about the atom. So the first question will come in our mind: what is an atom? So guys, have you ever observed a mason when he builds the building's wall? So what you observe on that cases, from these walls a room and then a collection of rooms to form a building. Firstly, when he building walls, he take a bricks and step up one by one. So the the walls of building is prepared, and then a number of rooms have been formed, so it is a form of building. So on that cases, what we can say that what is the building blocks of the huge building? So obviously the bricks means a smallest part of the very big building. Similarly, we can say that the building blocks of a matter are atom. So what we have information about the atom? So the atoms, they are the building blocks of all matters. In other words, atoms are building blocks of any matter. Okay, that is the atom. Similarly, and one of the most things always said to be about the atom, atoms are very small. We can't see in our naked eyes because they are smaller than anything that we can imagine or compare with. Okay, so the more than millions of atoms when stacked would make a layer, so now barely as thick as the sheet of paper. So atom is a very small particles of any matter. Okay, like if we talk about a chalk powder, so a very fine and smallest particles is said to be atom. Okay, now in some cases we might think that if atoms are so insignificant in size, so why should we care about them? So the answer is why. This is because our entire world is made up of atoms. We may not be able to see them, but they are there and constantly affected whatever we do. Okay, and now the number of in modern days, the number of instruments we have that can be see the smallest particle of matter, means we can able to see the matter nowadays. Okay, and atom also we can able to see the atoms with a such like a microscope, electron microscope. They are the very powerful microscope. Okay, and you know the in ancient time uh, there are many symbols to represent any atom. Atom is also said to be a elements nowadays. Okay, so like in a modern days, like hydrogen, it is symbol of H, carbon symbol of C, oxygen symbol of O, iron symbol of Fe, sulfur the symbol of S. We have a number of modern symbols. Okay, so now we will move the atomic mass before the study what is an atom, so you can study the atomic mass. And one of the most important things is need to be know before starting the atomic mass, the symbols that are represented nowadays. So the union is said to be IUPAC. Nowadays it's a full form of IUPAC, means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, is an international scientific organization which approves name of the elements, symbol and units also. Okay, and nowadays many of the symbols are the first one or two letters of the elements name in English. Okay, now atomic mass. So the most remarkable concept that Dalton's atomic theory proposed was that of the atomic mass. According to him, elements had a characteristic atomic mass. The theory could explain the law of constant proportion so well that scientists were prompt to measure the atomic mass of an atom. But on that time, whenever the scientists were discovered the atoms and many other things, the determination of the atomic mass, means the mass of atom, and not only an atom, an individual atom, was relatively very difficult task. Okay, so now relative atomic mass were determining using the law of chemical combination and the compound formed. Okay, now the ancient time, the scientists takes first oxygen and hydrogen to calculate the atomic mass of another atom. Means atomic mass, when we want to determine the atomic mass of any elements, so on the previous day, in the past time, there is no scale to measure. Now please let's understand the clearly. Now we have word dozen. So you know the meaning of dozen means? Dozen means if we want to buy a bananas. Okay, so imagine it's when we want to buy a banana from the fruit seller, so what we say, please give me a 1 dozen of bananas. So how many bananas he gave? So we will get 12 bananas. That means that is the unit to measure the 1 dozen banana, means 12. Okay, so similarly the ancient time means in IUPAC recommendation, the full form of IUPAC, I want to tell you one time mode, the full form of IUPAC means International Union of Pure Applied Chemistry. Okay, now let's we talk about the atomic mass unit. So you know the why do we need to be know about the atomic mass? To determine that particular identities also. When and suppose we defined the atomic mass unit to any particular elements, so it is after the measuring, the unit is AMU. We added AMU means atomic mass unit. A for atomic, M for mass, U for unit. Okay, I have told you in the last live classes what is the full form of atomic mass, and now written as U also. In the place of AMU, we can write U. U means unified mass. Why we have studied? Because both the units is equal to the mass of one carbon atom. So that is said to be an atomic mass unit. Okay guys. So then we would assign carbon an atomic mass of 1.0 U and oxygen an atomic mass of 1.33 U. However, it is more convenient to have these number as whole number. Okay. So while searching for various atomic mass unit, scientists initially took 1/16 of mass of an atom. 1/16. Why it is take the 1/16? Because 16 is the mass of oxygen. So we take a 1/16. It is the smallest unit because 1 is divided by the 16. But scientist doesn't make a proper observation about when he was taken oxygen as atomic mass units, because we have a reason. Because oxygen reacts with a large number of elements and form compounds, and the atomic mass units gave masses of most of the elements as whole number. But now 1961, for a universally accepted atomic mass unit, carbon 12, because it's an isotope C12. You can say that the C12 is carbon 12 universally accepted. So it is the unit to measure the atomic mass, AMU, atomic mass unit. Okay, so carbon is used to measuring the atomic masses. It is the standard reference for measuring atomic masses. So one atomic mass unit is a mass or unit is equal to the exact 1/12, means 1/12. Means we can say that 1 AMU, let's see here, 1 AMU is equal to 1/12 the mass of carbon, because it's the isotopes. So means we get the unit to measure the atomic mass. That I have given you an example of 1 dozen of bananas. Okay, so that is the atomic mass, and there is need to be learn about the atomic mass till 20 elements, hydrogen to calcium. Okay, thank you so much, and in our next class, or it's a live class, we will discuss about the molecular mass.